Okay, Alexa, it's nice to catch up with you. We're here at a nice little Hollywood event, but now I want to get a little bit more in depth with you. So, in your bio, you're really transparent about your addiction and your challenges with drugs, alcohol, and food. I can relate. What did you hope to accomplish by sharing that story?
Thank you. It's nice to be here with you, Paul. Yeah, I entered into a lot of coping mechanisms, I guess, essentially when I was young. By the age of 12, I was using and abusing food, alcohol, and a lot of other things as just a way to escape my reality at the time. And I am very open about jumping into that and sharing that story with people because I know how many young people out there in the world around us everywhere right now are struggling with any and all of these things. Not just young people, people of all ages, of all places. It's a very non-discriminatory disease, disorder, whatever you want to call it. And I know that I have seen both sides. I've lived in the struggle and I've lived on the side away from the struggle, and it's something that I really want to share a way out for people.
Now, what do you think you learned from going through that struggle? Do you think that affected what you do now?
Yeah, it does. So in the process of really diving deep, it's like the range essentially of diving really deep below into this really dark place and living my own hell essentially, and living in that place of stuck here. That to me is one side of the creative mind, honestly, and I think a lot of times really creative, beautiful artists come out through that place and take a lot of the resources they find in that place, and that's how they get their beautiful art. That's how you see the art around you everywhere you are in the world, through paintings and music. It comes from the struggle, it comes from the pain. I don't think it's something to run from, to hide.
Now, do you think that's what created your inspiration, or does your inspiration come from somewhere else?
Both. The inspiration definitely came a lot from the deep pain and the deep struggle. When I first started painting, because I actually paint on canvas as well, Third Wolf, my company, is something that it came after painting on canvas. So my fine art is a process where it was deep healing. So my inspiration for that was very much so from the pain and from the struggle that I lived, and just getting it out. I had to process it.
Now, I've seen your stuff and it's gorgeous. What do you have planned to expand? Where are you going next? What are we doing? Where are we going?
I have a lot of fun ideas coming up on the horizon. So like I said, it started with the canvas, it started with fine art, with paintings, and they're still involved. We're actually working on expanding by bringing more of the fine art into the brand of Third Wolf, which I'm very excited about. So to take the paintings and to kind of incorporate that and to share that in galleries and in just different sales places around. And then also we want to branch off into home design. So that's something that we're really excited about. And that can include the paintings as well, because you see in a lot of stage rooms to have paintings on the walls, to have, just imagine a Third Wolf, a hand-painted throw pillow on a couch, and then maybe a shower curtain, some dish towels, splashes of color, splashes of a one-of-kind hand-painted touch in your home. You can have a lot of fun.
Third Wolf, where'd that come from?
Third Wolf, the name of my brand comes from symbols, so I am very, very deeply connected to symbols. It's another way of healing for me. It's almost a universal language that dates way back before any of us were here on this planet. And the third, so the three, it takes the spectrum line. So you have, it's kind of what I touched on before with my struggle with addiction and drugs and alcohol and that sort of thing. And then, so there's two sides of a spectrum with everything. You have two sides of a coin, and you take both sides and you bring it to the third. So instead of saying, I don't have that, that's not a part of me, I only want to be this, like, that's just not true, in my opinion. I think you will have both no matter what, and that's where you get the third. So it's basically finding the wholeness of who you are, both sides, and love them all. 3. And then Wolf is the sovereignty. So it takes the mentality of, I'm a sovereign being, I'm a lone wolf, and also I rely deeply on the pack around me. We're all connected. So again, it takes both ideas.
Wow. Okay, so we were talking about the home art and all of the plans that you have. Tell me about your fine art that you have coming up.
I'd love to. That's where a lot of the, like I had said before, that's where a lot of the The fine art was the first push into art for me. So actually, before I was an artist officially, I was in school for political science. I was studying international affairs before that, and then I was actually going to go to law school until I had almost nightmares about that. It was just not the right path for me because I'm an artist. So after all this process of like healing and recovery that I went into, it was just painting was like literally saving my life, like literally. And so I jumped into canvas, and because of how I think deeply connected I am to that process with paint and just with canvas and with the, not just paint and canvas, you could take it to any art, any field, whether it's music, I mean, you name it. But I really believe that that's a mechanism to heal and grow, and I don't want to lose that. I started Third Wolf Designs, the clothing company, as a way essentially to reach more people faster. Art is a very subjective thing, fine art particularly, so to have the canvas hustle took a lot more to reach people than it did to all of a sudden have that idea, paint on clothes, wearable art, get the art out there. The little secret that not a lot of people know is that that was actually the vehicle, and I knew this from the beginning, to get it out there and then slip the art back in. Become a name, get the brand out there, hustle that game for a long time, and then as soon as it hits, as soon as you get the attention and the media attention here, it's then bring in the art. The art has been waiting to kind of get its way back around. So
okay, now that you brought up hustle, how can we get these T-shirts, and how do we keep track of you?
Yeah, thank you. You could for Third Wolf Designs, my website is www.thirdwolfdesigns.com. Instagram and Facebook, both for social media, are Third Wolf Designs as the handle. You could find me on either. And then just while we're talking about the fine art, you could find me artbyalexavarano.com. Alexa Varano is spelled Varano, and you'll find on there portraits. There's a lot of celebrity portraits, a lot of commission portraits, some abstract paintings, some figurative, so I kind of go all over the place. So you could explore on my websites and find me.
I love it. Thank you so much, and best wishes for success.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Paula.
much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.